I don't even know, actually. I can't be upbeat about it, isn't it? It's a bit weird.
It's a bit of an odd start.
It's an odd situation because we're trying to be a bit upbeat. Because last time people were like, you made us laugh on the last video, didn't they? So it's like a little bit of pressure now to try and make people laugh again, but that ain't going to happen on this video, is it? No. Okay, so what should we do? Just go for it.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another PiPsCast. So, for those of you who have joined us here for the first time, PiPsCast is just a little video that we put together for release on a Thursday. It's just us just having a chat. We don't do any editing, maybe just a tiny bit of editing, but it's literally just here, just having a chat with you guys. Then we send our normal video, comes out on a Saturday, doesn't it? Talking about videos and YouTube and things like that, last week was a bit of a strange one because what happened was YouTube decided that it was going to promote one of our videos, one of our short videos, because YouTube's into promoting shorts at the moment. And this was a video that I made 11 years ago about popcorn, and it was just a little popcorn maker, and YouTube was decided that they were going to promote it. I think that's what happened anyway, and all of a sudden our subscribers increased quite substantially overnight, literally
almost
overnight.
1,000.
Yeah, literally overnight. Then a couple of days later, what had happened is YouTube, I think, had realised that something was a little bit wrong. I don't know what it was, but they took all those subscribers away again overnight. So what we're now a little bit worried about is that they may have unsubscribed some of you guys.
Yes.
So just check that you are still subscribed to our channel and click the subscribe button. I'll just let you do that now. Just give them a minute. Is that going to work?
Better.
So you've hit the subscribe button now, hopefully. Thank you very much for that. Just to check that you are still there. Yeah. Because as I said, it was a bit of a strange situation and we didn't really know what had happened. We obviously knew something was wrong when our subscriber count just increased by 1,000 overnight. There was definitely something strange going on.
It would be fabulous, but...
Well, it would be fabulous, yeah.
There you go.
But they were just not... I don't think they were real people, in all honesty. I'm not really sure. That's how YouTube discovered it, because they were probably just...
Fake accounts
or something.
Yeah, a few people have mentioned that they were having strange activity in their numbers and stuff like that. So perhaps, I don't know, perhaps somebody was trying to bring YouTube down or something with...
I don't know. It was very odd. So that was the first thing anyway, just wanted to mention. So thank you very much for subscribing. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So then, when was this? It was on Monday. So I think we mentioned to you before we were going to go and pick up our wood for our tiny house build.
Yeah.
And we're all ready to go, and we were going to take the truck with us, and we were going to put the wood in the back of the truck, and everything was great, wasn't it? So we jumped in the back of the truck and we went off. I pumped the tyres up on the truck as well, so it was all ready to carry this wood.
Extra weight and
all of that. And then about a minute away from where we pumped up the tyres, the car, well, it just stopped. We had to stop it.
Yeah. The
truck, we had to stop it because we could smell something getting quite hot. And yeah, so the truck overheated. I opened up the engine, we could see the steam coming out, couldn't we?
Yeah.
We opened up the engine and had a look inside, and I think it's called the radiator expansion box had burst basically at the top.
And all the water was on the floor and there was lots of hissing and heat. Yeah.
So not an ideal situation.
Yeah.
I suppose, especially as we were all ready to go and get the wood from the wood yard, but that was okay. It was okay. So what happened then was we then turned around because we'd only been a minute away from where I pumped the tyres up,
which is a garage. Mechanical garage as well as a petrol station.
Garage. Yeah. So we just went, right, what we'll do is we'll just go straight back to there. So we went back to there, drove in and saw the mechanic, and he had a look in the engine, and I couldn't repeat what he said. I won't repeat what he said, but he said, your engine's a bit...
Poorly.
Yeah. And he kind of explained a little
what he
bit
thought had happened.
What he thinks has happened, yeah. He thinks what's happened is there's been a mixture of water and oil. I think he said the water and the oil have mixed somehow. So something's happened inside.
In a place where they shouldn't have.
Caused
a kerfuffle in the engine.
Caused a blockage or something like that, which has then caused the pressure to build, which has then blown the expansion tank. That's what he believes has happened. So that is the truck, the story of the truck so far. We no longer have it at the moment. We've left it with the gentleman to look after and to hopefully fix. He said he can fix it. We think it's going to cost a fair bit of money, and we also think it's going to take a fair bit of time.
Yeah, he seems to have a lot of cars that he's working on at the moment.
He does.
And ours is not a priority, which sort of is okay. I suppose we're in a very lucky situation having the Corsa.
Having the little Corsa, yeah, which is good. We're happy, I suppose, that we've got that, isn't it? Especially as today we needed the little Corsa.
We did, absolutely, yep. And I don't often say it, but I'm going to say it. Darren was right that we needed 2 cars living this far out of town.
Yeah, because we're about we're about half an hour from the main. I mean, there are little villages which have like convenience stores, aren't there?
Yep, little shops.
Little shops.
But you couldn't do a proper shop or.
No. I suppose I had a fear of that because the truck is from 1987. Mm-hmm. It's not a new truck, and it's not it's something we have to keep the maintenance up on. So I always had this fear, I suppose, of this happening, possibly. So thank you anyway for that. That's
You're
fine.
welcome.
That's fine.
I mean, the Corsa's not much newer, but hey ho.
No, the Corsa's old.
It's well and truly. Yes, because today we definitely needed the car.
We did.
So we'd been working on the land. Mm-hmm. I was digging up some of the topsoil at the top of the land, bringing it down into the beds and everything, getting ready for planting up. Max was having a bit wander around like he usually does. What were you? You were building a new bed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden Max started acting quite odd.
He
was eating loads of grass, he was being sick, he was trying to drink, he was eating sand. He was being very peculiar.
Yeah.
So we tried to get him a drink. I was trying to wash, because he had all this sand and everything around his face where he'd been rolling in the sand. I was trying to wash his face and what have you. And then he seemed to be okay.
Yeah.
So we said, we'll go back to the house and have our lunch and just, perhaps he's been a bit overheated. It has been a warm day.
It was a warm morning.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We came back, and within a short period of time, we knew that he wasn't right. He was still being sick. He was salivating a lot, and we were washing his mouth out with lots of just plain water. And then we couldn't really see anything, but I sort of thought his tongue was a bit swollen. Or like his lip was a bit swollen. Couldn't really tell.
Couldn't really see anything. We were looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we couldn't really see anything to kind of pinpoint what the problem was, although he wasn't well and we could see something was.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't like scratching at his face. It wasn't like anything like that. But we decided to call the vet. It was during their lunchtime. They said, do you live anywhere near pine trees? Yes, we do. We thought we'd done everything that we can, but it seems very highly likely that Max has come into contact with a processionary caterpillar. She said, it's probably going to be fine, but you have to come now. So we did. We needed that second car immediately, and we jumped in the car and drove off to Castelbranco and got Max treated. Yeah. So he's having a sleep now. I will insert a little clip of him now. Poor little thing. He's had a bit of a day.
But he's doing fine, and at least he's sleeping. He's not salivating anymore. So what was the vet gave him she rinsed his mouth out more first and had a look, and she could see something just on the top here.
Yeah, just sort of up here. She said it doesn't appear to be on his tongue. No. So it looks as though the lesion is up under his top lip. So perhaps he's just been extremely lucky. We check the land before we let Max on there all the time.
We do. That's the thing.
Everywhere.
We actually said we thought we'd been overcautious.
Yeah.
We were, obviously, we don't want anything to happen to Max, so we were like questioning if we've done anything wrong. But we were saying to ourselves, we have been overcautious. We feel. We checked the land. I mean, we checked it twice today. Elaine checked it. Then
literally walking around and looking on the ground, looking for
trying to find a caterpillar,
moving things to see if there's any caterpillars or the long chains of them, which are easy to spot.
They are. They're kind of easy to spot.
Yeah, we've changed where we walk with him, so we don't go off on our forest walks anymore. We pretty much stick to the roads because he can clearly see if there's a chain of caterpillars going across the road, and you can avoid them. He's he's rarely off his lead anyway. And the land is the only place where he gets to be off his lead.
Which is a shame now.
It's a shame now, because it looks as though that's going to be out of the question for the next month or two. However, he's had the treatment. It wasn't particularly invasive. It wasn't horrible. They were just nice and calm. They washed his mouth out, asked what we'd done. We said we've been washing his mouth out with lots of water. Gave him some antibiotics. Gave him some...
I can't remember what it was. 2 injections.
2 injections, an antibiotic and then anti-inflammatory. That was and then gave us some tablets,
antibiotics,
some more antibiotics that he has to take for the next few days, and then gave us a prescription to get like this oral solution that we have to wash his mouth out with for the next 5 days.
5 days for that.
So,
and he's got an appointment to go back again on Friday.
Just for a check.
Just to check he's all okay.
Make sure everything was all right.
Yeah, the vet did say that he will be in a bit of discomfort for next couple of days. He might not be able to eat, but that's okay. We'll just keep an eye on him and not to worry if he doesn't eat. I think he's just having a little bit. I'll keep looking over at him. He's absolutely fine. He's just there with us, but he's having his sleep. And I think that's the thing. It's just we're gonna keep a close eye on him. If anything changes, the vet said, then just pop him in.
Yeah.
But he did have a piece of ham. We felt so guilty, or we felt so, I don't know. We just felt that he needed something. So Elaine tried to feed him this piece of ham when we got back from the vet, and he struggled with it.
Yeah,
he didn't know what to do.
I think his tongue's probably a bit numb or sore.
Yeah, probably.
And he was
he couldn't, but he wanted to eat it, and I think he did eventually.
He did eventually, yes, but
he's had a look in his
while.
Yeah, but he's had a look in his bowl of water, and he hasn't really tried. It doesn't really want to drink at the minute either.
Yeah.
The point is, I suppose, the good news is that he's fine at the moment. He's doing well, and he's just asleep there at the moment, which is great. But yeah, we're just going to keep an eye on him, obviously. That's just a bit of a warning, because I was just kind of saying, what I was saying before, we do feel as though this morning, technically, if you want to kind of add it up, we checked the land 3 times. You checked it first. When I came with Max about half an hour later, I checked the land. I don't know. And then once we'd realised what had happened, or thought we realised, I then checked the land again to see if I could see where he's picked this up from. Because we weren't sure what it was, were we?
No.
We weren't sure that it was caterpillars, but we assumed it may well be. So I was literally on the hunt for caterpillars to see if there were any. No. So technically, 3 times, and we saw nothing.
Nothing at all.
But Max has managed to find something, which we think, what the vet said, seems to be the caterpillars.
All the classic sort of signs.
Yeah.
I think also they didn't appear to be unduly worried about him because they've let him come home with us straight away. Some dogs can have a much more severe reaction, and some dogs I guess if they take it right into their mouth, it can have much dire consequences, like fitting and stuff like that, which he hasn't had anything. You can clearly tell that he's got, he's not comfortable. He's suffering with some kind of discomfort.
Yeah.
But he's not whining, he's not mourning.
No.
He just wants to have a bit of a chill out.
I think he just doesn't know what's happened, obviously.
Yeah.
All he's done is what he normally does, and then all of a sudden he's not very well.
Yeah.
And I think he's just very...
people are shoving things, squirting water and substances into his mouth to try and get it all cleaned out.
Absolutely.
But
he's doing fine.
He looks fine, yeah.
He looks a lot better than he did a couple of hours ago.
Yeah.
So, well,
that was a bit of a downer.
Bit of a downer for everybody. I'm just trying to think of this video. It's like we've had problems with our YouTube, problems with our car, and problems with processionary caterpillars. But honestly, I suppose that's just life, isn't it? We've got to get on with stuff,
There are ups and there are downs.
There are ups and downs, yeah. So I suppose, is there anything else that you wanted to say on this video? We are getting on with the house. Oh, that was the thing. We did go to collect the wood, but then obviously the truck broke down, so we couldn't bring the wood back. So we've got it. So
then we're going to have it delivered. We had been sort of advised that the delivery costs were quite prohibitive and it could be horrendous. But in all honesty, no, it was only €20. So
probably better to get it delivered, actually.
Let them do it. Yeah. So we're just waiting for a call to say it's on its way, and then we can be organised with that as well.
Wait up the land for it, and we can get back on with the house build, because I think this is going to be the longest little house build ever. I know we've got a few people that have maybe joined us because we've started building the house.
Yeah. Or
people that have joined us because of a video about popcorn from 11 years ago, one or the other. But either way, new people have joined us, so welcome. But yeah, we have got a house build going ahead. A little bit slower than planned, I think, but we'll get there.
Absolutely.
So, anything else I can't think of anything else to talk about today, because it's been a bit of a week so far, and it's only the beginning of the week.
Well, I think the end of the week is going to end on a high, because our friends from Portugal, it is, Andres and Guidra, are actually signing the papers to get their land on Friday. And better than that, it's G's birthday tomorrow. So... Well, is it? No,
not
Thursday.
Tomorrow.
Today.
Yeah.
Today.
Today? No, Thursday. Sorry.
Thursday.
Yes. Yeah, we're getting a bit confused.
We're getting confused with the days. We're having a bit of a mental breakdown here.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, G, and we will be seeing you tomorrow.
Yep.
And
that our daughter is coming to Portugal.
Yes, Jade should be in the air.
On her way to Portugal. She's not coming directly here. She's going to, I don't know the full itinerary, but she's doing
she's off for a bit of an explore.
Bit of an explore around Portugal, which would be really nice. The Madeira was the first place she's going to.
I think she's flying into Madeira today, and she's organised to stay there for a few days. Lisbon's on the cards, Faro and the Algarve is on the cards, and so is Mum and Dad.
Yeah,
so
going to come and see us.
There you go.
So we're looking forward to that too. So, all good news at the end anyway then.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I think that's the end of this PiPsCast. Thank you very much for subscribing.
Yes, make sure you are subscribed. Check that button and give it a press.
Thank you very much.
Don't unsubscribe though, because if you press it again, then you unsubscribe.
So easy, isn't it?
Yeah, but take care, and we will see you next time.
Yes. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.